but it's not that old.
Well, SHADIC's twice that, so I guess
Yeah,
my point is false.
I'll make you feel even more old. Fates came out when I was in middle school. Because I remember my friend
I
bought
feel my arthritis kicking in.
my friend bought Birthright and I bought Conquest, and we swapped in like science class in 7th grade.
Oh man, what a throwback. We're into this now. Corrin.
I think it's a button check.
This is a button check, which is all good. I like how Kirbykid really made sure his jab button worked there. But yeah, it's just interesting to see just the way that...
Look at this neutral, man. It's like, oh my.
I do really like watching button checks because it's interesting to see like what they're sort of practicing. Like what it kind of gives you a little bit of insight into what they're going to try and go for throughout.
Yeah, because you can see like Kirbykid and SHADIC actually both doing these like auto cancel nairs.
Yeah.
I see like some players like during the button check they do like they just do wavelands repeatedly. Like it's really telling, honestly. I don't know what it's telling, but it's telling something.
It tells you a little bit.
Look at that smash stick. Look at it go.
Okay, we're getting into it though.
Devastating SD from Kirbykid.
This is also interesting because this is just not a matchup you see super often. Like you said, Corrin's not a very highly represented character, certainly not at this level.
I think this set actually was avoided at Anime Houston. Anime Houston is the only tournament that I can think of that both of them were in attendance, and I think SHADIC got eliminated rather early by Mudace. So these two never faced off. I might be wrong. I don't have like my data in front of me because I have no reception in this in this ballroom, but I think this might be their first like bracket set.
Yeah, which is a huge thing too, especially like I don't know when you're coming into the scene at such a young age and coming up against like big players who may or may not have been there like longer than you, know, but like they have that sort of like status. You know, it can be a little bit intimidating, but SHADIC doesn't let that get to him, which is huge. He has a really good mentality for someone so young.
Yeah, I've been amazed at like how quickly SHADIC is able to shake off some like pretty not easy losses. Like being able to like have that strong of a mentality as a young kid bodes very, very well for him in the future. But can't be air dodging up past Cannonball because that will hit you.
Yeah. Good pin there though. I miss Smash 4 pin.
No.
I used to play Corrin so much in that game.
Kirbykid, good nair out of shield, continuously punishing all of SHADIC's approaches, and I think that's a big thing in this matchup, the more that I'm seeing it in action, is that Kirbykid and Rool specifically have very good out of shield game, and Corrin doesn't really have a way to put pressure on shield without being on top of your shield. Like, sure, you can space bear, but that's not a great pressure tool because Kirbykid's just going to shield through it every time. Like, there's no motivation for him to drop it. It's not going to shield poke. It's not going to do any of that other sort of thing. But SHADIC keeping this very even could find the stock soon. Yeah,
I actually really liked that up B from him down there. I thought he might have put himself in a rough spot.
Oh,
but that belly arm is going to be huge as an SD, though, from Kirbykid. I'm not sure what might have just happened there, but it's the second time we've seen him SD on stream here.
Kirbykid can't play a stream match without SDing his first stock. It's good luck. So he won that set too versus Kiki.
Yeah, he did.
So and this is actually like a much less bad situation than it was after the SD versus Kiki because he still got the lead. He managed to kill SHADIC in the process of losing his stock, but now he's getting fair.
Yeah, that was
a lot of fairs.
Quite the train there from SHADIC, running him all the way across the stage there. And keeping this, fairly even despite everything that's happening.
I'm amazed at like how Kirbykid uses dash attack because dash attack looks like it sucks.
Yeah.
Like good pin, good kill from SHADIC, but Rool dash attack looks like his worst move, and Kirbykid somehow just like always manages to make the linger work perfectly.
Yeah, he's also been really solid with his spares. We saw that one kill there, obviously. He got that a good few times against Kiki earlier as well. He's been really good with those, lands them, like times them perfectly.
Not the most recent patch, but the patch before that, the ending lag on that fair was actually buffed. So it's actually much easier to auto-cancel into it. And we see Kirbykid like making really good use of it in neutral, probably for that exact reason.
Yeah, it's a kind of tough spot here, though, as SHADIC's racking up a bit of damage. There's a nice up air.
Oh,
coming down
tries
that
to go
was
high
huge.
for it. Does not manage to find what he was looking for, but like even the fact that SHADIC now has it in his head that Kirbykid is threatening him in those situations.
Oh, there it is, another dash attack.
Town and city, man.
Yeah, I was about to say those smaller side blast zones paying off for Kirbykid. That dash attack just about getting that kill and taking game one for him despite the SD.
That also kind of has to wear on SHADIC a little bit. I know we talked about how strong he is mentally, especially, like, again, for a player so young. But, like, your opponent SD'd at, like, 40 and still won.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that we all see on occasion, whether it's happening to us or for us or in a sense that we're just watching or whatever, and it is something that you have to take into account. It's something that I always think about when watching and like commentating sets like this is just like, you know, how does the match change if that SD doesn't happen, you know?
I honestly don't think it does.
But for this one in particular, yeah, I mean, Kirbykid was in a really good position regardless and was able to keep the lead and keep pushing that lead despite that SD.
Yeah, I think the SD in this situation is much different than like it is in other cases because he SD'd getting a kill, right? So he still got a lot of benefit off of it, and I just noticed that SHADIC's in-game tag is just good.
Yeah, that's the Corrin. I didn't even think about that.
I love the Corrin ties. I love all the Fire Emblem characters.
Corrin is just such
honestly.
a non-character, man. It's crazy.
It's a self-insert. What do you expect?
Yeah.
It's like Robin. Like.
That's true. I don't know. I guess Robin has a bit more pizzazz, but I don't know. I will say it is a good point that you make though that like that kill or that SD in the last match was more of like a kamikaze because like he did get that kill, and honestly I think that the only big issue with it is that it was just completely unnecessary.
SHADIC doing a lot at the corner here, putting a lot of pressure on Kirbykid and catches that jump get up with the back air. Takes that first stock and is only at 53%, especially with like these fair trains that we've been seeing from SHADIC. He's not letting Kirbykid land. Look at this.
Yeah, his aerial game has been absolutely phenomenal throughout this set, but especially in this game, especially with those fairs and those back airs. Up air juggling as well, another good back air.
That first fair train did 74%. Who knew Corrin could do 74%?
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it's like we don't really see a whole lot of Corrin, but the character's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. That has a huge up air.
Yeah, like amazingly played by SHADIC there, getting that up air to be able to take out that stock, and like you said, like a 3-stock-to-1 lead here, and gets the no tech. He's still going to be able to make it through though.
Dangerous situation, good fair once again from Kirbykid, getting so many stocks from that, but still a whole stock to work with for SHADIC here as he tries to push this to a game 3, and you have to imagine he might succeed as he is still piling on this damage on Kirbykid.
Comes
Beautiful
back.
pin.
Oh, and the
My
pin,
God.
yeah. SHADIC is giving Kirbykid no respite here. He might not be able to make it back past this back air. Are we going to... Does this count as a JV3? Because SHADIC did 1.1 to himself in the blast zone. Okay, it's no longer.
I would have allowed it, but yeah, that deep back air there to send him out was crazy, and another back air from SHADIC, who played that absolutely brilliantly. A fantastic game, too, from him.
Yeah, talk about strong mental game. Like,
yeah,
being
honestly.
able to shake off that loss in game number 1 and immediately go into almost a 3-stock.
Yeah, I loved that game from SHADIC. That was really, really solid. That deep back air that he did, that self-damage to, he was that low, hits that back air, pins, gets back up, hits another back air. Like, what a beautiful play from him.
They weren't actually frame traps, but the way that SHADIC was hitting them made them feel like frame traps. Just watching that, it looked like it was inescapable. Even though like they were all read-based, it was all like, I know Kirbykid's going to do this. I know Kirbykid's going to do this. And because SHADIC was like so sure and confident in those punishes, it looked like he was just stuck.
Yeah. No, that was really, really smart from him. Just the way he played that was like, once again, inch perfect. And this is going to be a huge game for both players here. Game 3, presumably, to make out of pools.
I hope so. If this is to make out of pools, like, what is? Kirbykid gonna have to like fight like ESAM to get out of pools? Like that.
Good start here once again from SHADIC, though. A lot of percent on Kirbykid, but Kirbykid answering right back with a good little conversion. That could have been massive, but not quite, though.
Just narrowly avoiding the worst case scenario there, but that's something that we actually didn't see Kirbykid doing too often during games 1 and 2 was the blunderbuss by the ledge. I wonder if there's a specific reason or if you just forgot.
Yeah, I want to say it's just the disjoint from Oh, that back air again. He's not going to lift this one. Oh, he does.
SHADIC going insane here. Okay, and he lives. What a mash.
Dude, that was incredible. I died there 30 times over. My God.
Yeah, like in the time it took me to mash out.
Though. Gets caught by a dash tag.
In the time it took me to mash out of that berry, like SHADIC could have made a cup of tea, come back, and then F smash.
Yeah.
Or Kirbykid could have F smashed me. SHADIC was out in an instant.
Yeah, honestly. Good stuff there from Kirbykid, though, keeping this even.
Maybe
so
not.
much percent, though. SHADIC's conversions have been absolutely brilliant, particularly in the air.
Right, like his aerial game, like SHADIC is the lord of the skies here. Like Kirbykid's trying to dogfight him a little bit with these nairs and fairs, and SHADIC's just saying, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of an inherent thing here with Rool being such a big character. Just the juggling is so much easier, barring when he gets that belly armor.
Oh, SHADIC, I think SHADIC wanted to pick up the crown there, but wasn't able to find it.
Yeah. 148 on him here. That's a lot of rage, though, and that up smash not quite going to do it, but that's a good position to put SHADIC into. Good jab as well.
And, like, also in the blink of an eye, Kirbykid has stolen the lead away from SHADIC.
Yeah, that's a
like
huge stock.
He was at, like, an 110% deficit, and then over the course of, like, 2 combos and an edge guard, Kirbykid has brought it back, took the lead temporarily, but SHADIC is going to be able to get a down tilt up air conversion to bring us back to perfectly even. Game 3, 0% on both of them. This is down to the wire.
Yeah, that was a beautiful conversion from SHADIC to bring it to this point here. Good little weight on the blunderbuss, but the roll-in is caught out by a dash attack. Kirbykid wanted that dare.
He wants this dare too. He's not going to find it though. Kirbykid definitely like trying to take the easy road out of this. Like, I don't want to play neutral with you anymore.
Hey,
it's
fair
too
enough.
scary.
I mean, that's the thing though. That's the one thing that SHADIC has kind of struggled with here is being off stage. I mean, we saw him die to that nair in a situation where maybe he didn't deserve to lose the stock first, you know. Good back air there.
Crown armor from Kirbykid going to put him in a really good position though. And speaking of dares, still no 2-frame on it. That it's a very hard to react to up B because it's so fast from like startup to finish.
Those nairs at ledge for Kirbykid doing so much for him. This is
Oh,
a nice conversion though from SHADIC.
I expected an up B there.
I was waiting for it, but good call on him honestly not to go for it. Play it safe.
Oh!
That's not good though. And the F tilt not quite killing. SHADIC still in it. The air dodge burned though. And that nair surely does it. And it does for Kirbykid, who takes it 2-1 down to the wire. But it goes in the King's favor.
SHADIC's got to be kicking himself. Kirbykid, though, definitely patting himself on the back after that. It was an unfortunate blunder from SHADIC there at the very end to try and pull the trigger on that. And I love that Dadik and Kirby Dad both came up on stage immediately after that, too. Like, that's,
you love to see that,
you love to see, like, the Smash Dads.
Yeah, that's,
shout-outs to all of them.
That support is so huge. I mean, that goes such a long way for players, like, you don't even know, you know. But, yeah, I mean, what a set in the end. So close. It was really, really tough to pick a winner between the two of those. I'm almost like,
run that set